This is a collection of various card games, none of which are massively compelling. You can play Daifugo, which translates as Grand Millionaire, Speed, and Nervous Breakdown. The object of Daifugo is to get rid of all the cards you have as fast as possible by playing progressively stronger cards than those put down by the previous player. Typically, players will do this by throwing away their weaker cards first, but there are strategies available to screw over your opponents, which gives this game its other title, Asshole. It's designed for 5 players, meaning while you can play with a link cable, ultimately the majority of the opposition will be CPU, and that brings all the scummy nonsense that comes with trying to program AI to play a game of chance. Let's just say you probably won't win this one. Speed is not dissimilar in that the object is to discard your entire hand. Now though, it's quicker. You need to play cards that are one higher, one lower, or the same as one of the 2 piles in the center. Once you go below 5 cards, you have to take more into your hand until the deck is depleted. Nervous Breakdown. In my house we called this concentration or something like that. All 52 cards are laid face down in a grid, and the idea is to pick 2 at random to make pairs. If they match, you win them. If they don't, you put them back where you got them. At the end, the winner is the one with the most cards. You know what I'm gonna say. Don't play this against the CPU. Clearly, it was beyond the programmer to write a fairness module for this. Whether you've uncovered potential pairs or not, the computer player will pull matches out of its arse. It doesn't even give you a sliver of a chance. For 2 players, this might be a little fairer, but by the time you untangled your link cable and got the 2 Game Boys set up, you could have laid out a real deck of cards and done this. Or, ideally, something else. No time was wasted making the game look flashy either. The design of the cards is bog standard, and there's nothing else accompanying it. The music is a rather naff collection of classics featuring the entertainer. And it's not for lack of skill in either of those departments. Remember, this is the same company who made Battleship early on, and I've already opined as to how gorgeous that game looks and sounds. Trump Boy is one of those little nuggets. I'm talking about the ones that won't flush rather than the golden ones, that exist for no apparent reason other than somebody had to code it to meet a deadline or something. There's not a great deal of information on this game on the internet, and unfortunately the title prompts some less than savoury search results. And I'm not even talking porn here.